Welcome to the first ever installment of Curators Corner here at the County Museums. My name is Jessica Chase and I am the curator for 4 of the 5 county museums. And I'm here with my colleague,
Elizabeth Fennell, and I am the collections manager for all 5 museum sites in the county.
So this, again, first installment of Curators Corner is going to be chatting about the origins of a new exhibit called So Went the Summer, which recently opened at Macaulay Heritage Park. But I will let Liz take it away.
So the catalyst for this exhibit was this dress and a line from its paperwork. Initially, I opened a box in 2017, saw this beautiful dress, thought, oh, that's unusual. And then I found the paperwork with it, which said that the dress was found by a woman named Mary after her friend Flora had died, and Flora was her house companion, closest friend, and executor and beneficiary of her personal possessions. And to me, that spoke to something larger, more than just 2 friends and a wedding dress, but something special about their story. And in 2022, Jess said, hey, let's look into the dress. So we did, and here we are now.
We finally had the time and energy and the human power to really take that, the pin that Liz had put in that story 6 years ago and take it out and actually be able to expand upon it. The fact that this dress, which was actually used in Scotland, is not at all associated with Prince Edward County, and yet came to us via this one woman, Mary Northway, but because of her relationship with a woman named Flora, who in fact was the one with a county connection. But all of this we discovered when we actually started to, pick away at this letter, at this dress, the greater accession that the dress was part of, because it came in with many other objects donated by Mary.
So yeah, Mary and Flora cumulatively donated over 50 objects to the county museum. The dress was only one, and when it came time to trying to figure out where all the other objects they donated fit into their story, we ended up telling a story that spanned over 200 years.
Because as you'll find out in the next installment of Curators Corner, the objects that came in with the dress had a much clearer county connection. They were actually from a very famous county home, a prominent county home. So the dress was the one thing that sort of stood out as being apart or different from that, and yet the dress and its record specifically, and the letter that Mary sent regarding it, that was the trigger for us to look into all of the other objects and their story as a whole. So we feel incredibly lucky, I think, that Liz went over that record, specifically the dresses record, with a fine-tooth comb and caught that sentence that made her think, wow, maybe Mary and Flora had a greater, richer relationship than we would have initially thought. And the fact that it allowed us to delve so much further into the history of over 50 objects in our collection.